Okay, so everyone ready for another deep dive? Today we're looking at the Premier League, specifically that clash between Manchester City and West Ham.
All right.
Yeah, City has just been dominant at home against West Ham, like 9 straight wins. It's
Yeah.
crazy. 9 straight. So we've got this match report on their latest match. And, well, it ended up another City victory, 4-1.
Wow.
So we're going to break it down, see exactly how it happened and all that. Get ready for some serious football insights, everybody.
Sounds good. You know what's interesting to me, though? West Ham, they went into 2025 hoping to fix their defense.
Yeah, their defense has been,
A little leaky. I mean, 79 goals last year. That's a lot.
yeah, that's rough.
But right out the gate, they got to face Manchester City.
Oof, talk about a trial by fire.
Yeah.
So City, they didn't waste any time, applying that pressure. Just 10 minutes in, Savinho takes a shot. It gets deflected off of Kufal,
Yeah.
and boom, back of the net. 1-0 City.
Yeah. And I think that early goal,
Set the tone.
absolutely gives City that confidence right away. And you can almost feel West Ham kind of deflate a little bit. It put them on the back foot right away.
Yeah, they had to chase the game at that point.
And that's what City wants.
Yeah, that plays right into City's hands.
Yeah.
But, I mean, West Ham, they did try to fight back.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, they had a few counterattacks.
Yeah.
Tried to get that equalizer.
Definitely. They deserve credit for that. They didn't just give up. But they're finishing. It just wasn't there. And then, of course, you've got Erling Haaland on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
The guy is a goal-scoring machine.
2 goals this match, both assisted by Savinho. First a header, just before halftime.
Yeah.
And then, that beautiful chip over Areola early in the second half.
Classic.
I mean, that brings his total to 9 goals in 6 Premier League appearances against West Ham. I mean, what is it about playing them that makes him go off?
It's really something else, isn't it? Every time he plays West Ham, it seems like he just scores and scores. I don't know. Could be they just don't match up well tactically. Or maybe he's just got like a mental edge over them. Yeah.
Whatever it is, though, they haven't figured out how to stop him.
And it wasn't just Haaland either, right?
Oh, no.
It was like City's whole attack was just clicking.
Oh, yeah.
Phil Foden gets another one for City, just slips it right between Areola's legs.
Nice.
But it was after a defensive error from West Ham. It's funny. It was Foden's first Premier League goal at home this season, but he scored 2 in their previous home game. Against who? West Ham.
Yeah. This wasn't just some random fluke. City's attack, their movement, it was just too much for West Ham to handle.
Yeah. So, it sounds like it was more than just individual errors from West Ham. Like, City's tactics played a big part too, right?
For sure. It felt like City was just attacking constantly. And the way they were moving off the ball, amazing. They were finding space, exploiting weaknesses, and they made West Ham pay for every mistake.
It was a clinic. West Ham did get a consolation goal, though, late in the second half.
Yeah, Phil Krug, right.
Yeah, but at that point, it felt like too little too late. Oh, yeah. A late goal like that can be good for morale, I guess, but, it doesn't change the story of the game.
This loss puts West Ham in a tough spot, 13th in the standings. City's win moves them up to 6th. So what's the takeaway here? Can West Ham fix their defense, or is this going to be a long season?
I mean, obviously, they've got work to do right.
Right.
Need to tighten things up at the back. More organization, more discipline. But it's not just about, fixing those individual errors.
What do you mean?
Well, I think they need to work on their overall defensive strategy, especially when they're playing these top teams, like Manchester City.
So it's not just about individual talent. It's about playing well as a team.
Exactly.
So as we look ahead to the rest of the season, it's going to be interesting to see if West Ham can figure it out.
Yeah.
Can they shore up that defense?
Right.
And for City, can they keep this up? I mean, can they maintain this attack and really climb the table?
Very exciting to watch, for sure.
Plenty to think about as we keep following the Premier League.
Absolutely. We've talked about Haaland's scoring and City's attack, but what about West Ham's attack? I mean, did they have any bright spots? Anything that could give them hope for the future?
That's a really good question. It makes you wonder if maybe focusing on their own attacking strengths could be a way to compensate for their defensive weaknesses.
Right. Is it better to try and outscore your opponents or try to shut them down?
Definitely something to keep an eye on as the season goes on.
For sure.
Okay, that's going to do it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah.